you're tiptoeing, big man. You've got the whole podcast universe at your fingertips now, and you're breaking into Spreaker, and you're rocking that out, man. You're on it, dude. So
I'll tell you what, if anybody's listening to me that are listening to this show right now, listening to this podcast, and you're in the radio field and you're looking for a heck of a broadcaster, call me up. I'd love to talk with you. I'll tell you something funny, man. I have always had a dream. It's been a dream of mine to host The Price is Right, but damn, Drew Carey got the job before I did.
I've always wanted to fight Bob Barker on a golf course. That's been a dream of mine. And Bob Barker, if you're listening, for charity, I'm telling you, man, we'll go. No,
it's a challenge now.
I'm just picking. He would hurt me. I saw happen anymore.
Hey, by the way, he'll have your pet spayed or neutered.
I'm out. I forfeit. I'm tapping in.
But no, man, I tell you, a lot of people, again, have asked me, will I ever be back in the broadcasting field? Honestly, I don't know. I mean, radio is so challenging anymore. I'll be honest with you, the industry has changed from when I started 20 years ago. I mean, it really has. Again, I'm not going to knock it. I mean, small market radio and medium market, large market, it's all a whole different ball of wax than what it used to be, man. Yeah. It used to be that, you go in, the jocks were there, the owner personality, whether they did mornings, the midday, afternoon, evening, overnight, whatever, there was always somebody there.
Right.
Every time you call the radio station, heck, I thought it was an honor for me to call and say, hey, whatever. Right. And I got tickled to death. And I will tell you who one of my broadcasting idols is, and God rest his soul, he is no longer with us. But you're going to think this is just out of the ordinary, but I have always idolized this man. His voice, his delivery is nobody but the legendary WOAY news anchor George Strange.
Yes, sir. I remember.
I thought the world of that man.
Yep.
I thought the world of him.
My grandpa did too.
My
grandpa was
I idolized him. I mean, it's so funny. I have it stored somewhere. I have an autographed picture of him in like the editing bay, editing a newscast.
Wow.
At WOAY. I mean, it's been years ago.
Uh-huh.
I would have to find it. I'd love to be able to find it, post it on Facebook and all that, and let people see it on my Twitter and all that too. But I mean, he was just absolute cream of the crop in my book.
Oh yeah. Well, dude, I tell you what, you are. I'm telling you, I know a lot of people, and I know a lot of people who, are fans. And, I mean, I know a lot of upset people who were fans. So, let me just put it at that, man. And you know what? I think, Dave, you should be Johnny Fever, and you should grab that mic, and you should yell booger, and you should not look back. And seriously, man, you are worldwide right now, baby. Worldwide, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Bigugly Dave Willis, and baby, I'm going to let you have it one time. Give it to me, booger.
Yeah! That's what I'm talking about right there. That's it. That is the ugliest booger you will ever hear on the radio.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to say this tremendously from the bottom of my heart. Whoever's listening, wherever you may be, and you have heard of me or you know of me or what have you, I have considered it a tremendous honor in the past 20 plus years of my life for you, the listening audience, to allow me to come into your homes, come into your vehicles, come into your place of business, wherever. I have considered it my honor to be a part of your day, your night, your weekend. And I can't say thank you enough to each and every one of you out there.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Well, we want to say thank you right back, Ugly. I can tell you, you're not just a talent. You don't just get the people up and moving. You get them up and moving, into businesses. I have seen it firsthand. You're a salesman. You're an entertainer. You're the whole ball of wax, brother. You really are.
I appreciate that.
Big Ugly DJ Entertainment. How do they, if they want to call you up, if they're listening and they're like, you know what, I am getting hitched and I really, really want to be extravagant and pay this man a lot of money to make drunk people dance around at my wedding. How do they get in touch?
Well, let's do this. How about hit me up at 304-894-2085. 2085. That's 304-894-2085. If you do not get me, leave me a message. I will call you back. Try not to call me at like 3 a.m., please, because I do like to get a little bit of sleep, But, man, I got to say something else. I got to say this again. You made me happy to be able to do this. I'm going to do it again.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Wow. I am ecstatic, man. I tell you what, it has been an honor for me to be in the broadcasting business. I have considered it a tremendous honor, man. I went to work in the studio on the air with no sleep. I mean, none.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But you know what? When I crack the mic, you don't hear that from me.
No.
Because you know what? When I open that mic, I want to entertain people. I want them to feel good about what they listen to, and I want them to remember who I am and what I do best.
Yep. And when you have the man on your premises, as a business owner, you have a professional entertainer and a person who is going to get it out to your listening, to your customers, and it really, really make that impact. He does. When you walk in to an event with Big Ugly, you know it, and everybody else knows it. So he gets the people.
Well, listen, let me throw out, too, if they want to shoot me an email, davewill@suddenlink.net, davewill@suddenlink.net. Hell, if you just want to ask a question or how am I doing or what have you, you can do that as well, man. And I'd love to communicate with anybody.
I'm going to link to all that underneath the media player. So if you're listening on Blueberry, if you're listening on Spreaker, if you if you're not on neocrusader.com /podcast, then go there and get this man's information. So, well, Dave.
Well, Sean, man, it's been again, man, I'll do this anytime. I've considered this an honor.
Oh, me.
And, thanks for letting me on the show, man.
I am honored. Well, thank you for coming on. I know we've had our, hits and misses, but we did it, brother. It's in the books, man. So
we got it going. It's been a great time, and everybody listening here on the podcast, check my man Sean out here. He does a hell of a job. He knows the ins and outs of what he's doing, and he's a tremendous friend and well worth listening to. Hey, I'll put a Big Ugly stamp of approval on it.
That's 2 boogers straight up.
2 boogers and the stamp of approval. What do you think now? Huh?
Dave, I really appreciate you coming on, man. Well, the first of many, I hope.
Glad to do it, man. Let's do it.
All right. For God, for country, for truth, for justice, for the Republic. NeoCrusader.com.
The comment's coming, it's getting near. Our conscience numbing, we have no fear. Called my friends up, and they're all here. For putting and
brother.